Kara is with us. Kara's going to start off this hour in Rhode Island. Hi, Kara. How are you?
Hey, Dave. I'm doing well. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So just kind of a quick question. When you have a probably longer than average time horizon for baby step 2, that's where we're on right now, does it still make sense at that point to completely pause retirement savings? We're both I'm 32, my husband's 33. I'm just wondering because we have about $140,000 worth of miscellaneous debt, not including our mortgage, and just doing the numbers and everything, it's probably going to be a few years, and we are, kind of scrimping and saving and stuff. But my employer does offer me a match on my 401k, and I can do a Roth. So I was just wondering should I just lose out on that time? You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. You need to lose out on that time. You need to completely focus on that. There is a power that is unleashed when you focus exclusively on something that is not unleashed when you disperse your emotions and your spirit across several things.
Okay, so
this complete obsession, this scream and howl at the moon. Ah! I'm getting out of debt. That's what gets you out of debt. I'm going to be smart and I'm going to intellectually figure out all these things does not get anybody anywhere, and that's why we have a culture of broke people walking around acting like they're smart. Not you, other people. You're sweet. You called and asked a question. But that's why all these people are strutting around with car payments acting like they're somebody. And they're not. That's just straight up stupid. And they are stupid when they're doing that. I was stupid when I did it. And so this exclusive focus supersedes the power of the match and the compound interest over the scope of your life because it sets new grooves and habits and principles into your brain where you never change. What's your household income?
We're just under 100,000.
Okay, and how much of the 140,000 is car?
About 18,000.
On one car?
No, on 2 cars.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, we had a stupid fleece.
And you've been working on this program for a month and a half, maybe. What? How long?
No, we messed up last year, so we stopped and we started again. So yes, at this point we have refocused, and we're probably on 3 months now.
Okay, that's about right. That's what I get. I figured you were early in the game.
Yeah, no, we are. We're seriously
But this time you're game on.
But...
This time you're serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then you look up and you go, I'm serious, and that's a tall freaking mountain that I'm seriously got to climb. Ouch. Scary. Intimidated, overwhelmed, right, Ken?
Yeah. So let's help you really focus here for a second. So how much are you contributing to the 401k? Let's just do simple math. What's coming out of your check for that?
Well, this is why I wanted to call and ask, because I had dialed it down to 3%. So like $100, $120.
That's fine for this example. All right? So what's your smallest debt? You're familiar with what we teach in baby step 2. You take the smallest debt first. So what's your smallest debt? Round numbers, if you don't know it exactly.
Yeah. No worries. I'm finishing up a medical bill that's got about $600 left on it.
All right. So you're not, $100, take out taxes, but if you just put $100 or $50 a month and you just attack that medical loan, boom, you're done with that. What's the next highest one?
It's a lawyer bill for my husband's student loan. That's $1,400.
All right, so those are manageable. And as Dave's talking about, you guys getting at this, then all of a sudden, here's what you're going to experience. We know this. We've heard this from tens of thousands of people. You're going to experience momentum after a couple of those because you go, wait a second, we've sacrificed. Maybe he's working an extra job. We're selling everything. And all of a sudden, you get momentum, and that 140,000 isn't so scary anymore because you see yourself attacking this thing, and we're getting there. So being really, really disciplined right now and clear that the process works, you just have to taste a couple of victories.
So here's let me if I were to do a weighted average approach to your situation, okay? 1% of you succeeding financially in the scope of the next 10 years is whether or not mathematically is whether or not you do this match or not. It's $100. You can sneeze and lose that. It doesn't matter. Let me show you how much it doesn't matter. Okay? How many times do you have to do $100 to pay off an $18,000 car? A lot. And yet I didn't jump on and sell your cars. Why didn't I do that? Because as a ratio of the overall problem, they don't fix the problem. This $100 doesn't fix the problem. Selling the cars doesn't fix the problem. But what really does fix the problem, 85 to 90% of the mayonnaise on the bologna sandwich, the thing that makes it work here, 85 to 90% of the reason you're going to succeed is your complete focus and sell out and sticking to this and tearing into it and working extra and selling so much stuff the kids think they're next and not seeing the inside of a restaurant unless you're working there and you're doing the budget and you and your husband are working and all you're thinking about for the next 24 to 36 months is I'm getting out of debt. And you're not anybody that says anything to you, you just yell at them, get away from me. You know, I'm just doing this. I'm freaking doing this. And that's the people that get out of debt. It's not an intellectual exercise. No. It's a visceral roar at the moon coming from down inside your soul that I freaking had it and I'm not living like this anymore. That's 85 to 95% of this. That is represented by your willingness to quit playing footsie with the mathematics of $100.
Yes.
The emotional representation inside your soul that you gave up this holy match from your employer that everyone worships. Oh, my God, that's the answer. It's wonderful to get a match, by the way. But everybody acts like it's a big thing. The big thing is you. You're the deal. You're the secret sauce. Personal finance is 80% behavior. It's 20% head knowledge. When you get your emotions, your relationships, the psychology of who you are, all dialed in, and you go, that's it! I've had it! I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's when you change your life, baby. It's not when you drop the match or start the match. It's not when you suddenly understand compound interest. It's not even when you sell your $18,000 worth of cars out of $140,000 worth of debt when you make $100,000 a year. But you'll find a way when you've had it. And that's the deal.